In animal science, understanding the external anatomy or yung panglabas ng mga body parts ng hayop is essential, specifically relating itong mga body parts na to with their physiological functions. Okay? Very essential yan for effectively managing yung herd or yung livestock mo, for productivity enhancement, at the same time, para mapangalagaan natin yung welfare ng ating mga hayop. So for this particular topic, we will be discussing the breakdown of major external anatomical regions and parts of farm animals, ano yung mga iba't ibang features, functions, and some practical applications in the end. So mind you, hindi tayo magda-dive deep dito sa anatomy because if we're going to consider all of the external body parts, there's a lot. Okay? And what I will do is just to discuss sa inyo yung major body parts na tingin ko basic, na kailangan yung malaman, maintindihan, maalala. And the rest, I will just leave you a PowerPoint that I have obtained from the internet from a veterinary professor in India. Okay? So doon, medyo mas detailed, pero at least succinct naman yung explanation niya per part. So ang gagawin lang natin ngayon is for me to just discuss and present sa inyo yung mga major external anatomy of farm animals. So magsimula tayo doon sa ulo ng ating hayop. So ano-ano yung mga external features sa ulo ng hayop mo? We have the muzzle, okay? And what is the muzzle? Muzzle consists of three body parts, yung nose, yung lips, and the surrounding area of your animals. Ano yung function ng muzzle? Well, tanungin natin isa-isa doon sa tatlong, doon sa, from the parts that makes up the muzzle. Yung nose. What is the use of the nose? They are essential for respiration and olfaction or yung pag-amoy. Okay? Bakit mahalaga na ang hayop mo ay nakakaamoy? Because it enables them to detect predators, it enables them to locate food, or identify mates. Okay? Ano naman ang gamit ng lips na part din ng iyong muzzle? Siyempre, ang gamit niyan is for prehension. Okay? Or in other words, ginagamit yan sa kanyang pagkain. Katulad na lamang ng cattle and sheep. Ang cattle and sheep, by the way, wala yang incisors pero meron yang dental pad na nakakatulong sa kanya para i-tear yung forage na kanyang kinakain. Aside from the muscle, we have the eyes. Most of the livestock that we have, or farm animals that we have, they are mostly prey. Okay? Ibig sabihin, they need to look out for something that can eat them, right? Now, because of that, ang mga mata, like for example, ng mga cattle, mga sheep, mga goat, they are positioned laterally, okay? And meron silang wide field of vision. Ano yung function ng wide field of vision na to? Nagbinibigyan niya yung hayop natin ng panoramic vision. Panoramic, kung alam niyo yung setting na yun sa camera. Panoramic, it's like wide view vision para makita ng hayop kung may threat sa kanyang surroundings. Yun ang purpose naman ng eyes. Okay? Ears, these are often very large and mobile or gumagalaw pagdating sa hayop. And ang pinaka-function ng ears is to capture sound waves, okay, for processing, for auditory processing, and it also, for some animals, it could also help in body temperature. Katulad na lamang, for example, sa rabbit, ang ears, yung tenga ng rabbit, aids in thermoregulation. So yun ay nakakatulong para mag-dissipate or lumabas yung init ng katawan. Okay? So sa mga rabbit nangyayari yon, lalo kaya maluwang, kaya malalaki yung tenga nila kasi mataas yung surface area and that allows them to dissipate heat in their body. Now, aside from the head region, we now move down to the neck region. And I think one important part that you need to understand and memorize would be the crest, which is found prominently sa mga lalaking hayop katulad ng bulls and stallion. Ano ba ang crest? Basically, ito ay isang muscular and fatty area na nasa tuktok ng leeg. Ano ang function ng crest? Well, for males, kapag mas malaki yung crest, basically, yun ay isang indicator na mataas yung testosterone level ng hayop na yon and desirable siya for breeding purposes. Sa baba, we have here the latch, okay, which is located beneath the jaw that connects the head to the neck. The purpose of the latch is to support the movement of the head, and it also helps for swallowing and for breathing. Sa mga manok, sa mga poultry, yung throat latch, okay, na area na yon, doon nakalagay yung crop. Okay? Ano yung crop? Pag-uusapan natin yan when we go to the digestive system. Ang crop is a storage pouch kung saan temporarily doon naiipon yung pagkain before siya pumunta, before digestion begins. Ang maaalala kong sabi ng professor namin dito, ang crop is parang storage site, or yan yung pinakang ngipin ng ating manok, kasi nga ang mga manok, ang mga poultry, wala naman silang ngipin. So doon ay i-store before it moves to digestion. Now after the neck, we now move to the body region. And we have three major parts here that we'll talk about. We have the withers. The withers is basically the highest point at the back of the animal. Okay? The highest point dun sa likod ng hayop, ang tawag mo dun withers. Diyan natin minimeasure basically yung height ng ating hayop. Okay? From the bottom to the withers, yun yung height ng hayop. Sa gitna, we have here the barrel. And what is the barrel? Naandyan nakahouse naman yung rib cage. Okay? Nandyan nakahouse yung abdomen. Nandyan nakahouse yung mga vital organs katulad ng lungs, heart, stomach, and intestine. Okay? Kapag ang barrel ay malaki, okay? Or they are well sprung, ibig sabihin maluwang yung barrel na yan ay isang indikasyon na ang hayop ay nakakakain ng maayos, and it is also an indication for good milk production. Now in females, we have an additional external part we call as the udder. Now what is the udder? Okay? This houses the mammary gland for milk production. So ito yung nagpo-produce, dyan din na-i-store yung gatas para masuportahan yung nourishment ng mga offspring. Okay? Na kailangan pagdating sa animal science, because what you want is paramihin din yung alaga mong hayop. Aside from the barrel, we have the limbs. So yung paa, okay, ng hayop. We have two major types of limbs. We have the forelimbs and we have the hind limbs. Basically, the forelimbs are the limbs in front of the animal. So, malapit sa head. So, cranial, okay? Yung limbs na malapit sa ulo, cranial. And yung hind limbs naman are yung legs, yung limbs na malapit sa buntot or sa caudal part ng iyong hayop. Okay? Aside from the forelimbs and the hind limbs, we also have the hooves. Yan yung pinakasapatos ng ating hayop. It is composed of keratin. And basically, ang function ng hooves is to bear the weight of the farm animal. So it's important na yung hooves natin, yung hooves ng hayop are properly taken care of. Kasi kapag baku-baku yan, madumi or nasugatan basically, it can promote lameness or other significant issue in your livestock. Aside from the limbs, let's now go to the tail naman, right? So yung buntot, this is a versatile and essential external body part of farm animals. Okay? Napakaraming function yan, no? It functions for communication, for hygiene, balance, thermoregulation, defense. We'll talk about that later on. But basically, the tail has four major structures. We have the tail duct or the tail head. Ito yung point kung saan yung buntot ay nakakabit. Ito yung point kung saan nag-meet yung buntot at yung katawan ng hayop. Okay? We also have the caudal vertebrae, which basically means the bones forming your tail. Okay? They vary in numbers across different species. But kung mapapansin nyo, ang mga baboy, mas maliit ang caudal vertebrae nila kasi nga mas maliit yung kanilang buntot as compared to attles. In your tail, meron din dyang muscles and ligaments. And the purpose of those muscles and ligaments is for movement. And the tail is more than likely usually covered by skin and hair covering para mag-provide ng insulation and protection doon sa buntot. Aside from the buntot, we have the skin and some other appendages, right? What is the skin? This is the largest organ of the body. So ano yung mga different parts of the skin? Meron tayong epidermis, dermis, and other associated structures. We will not be diving deep on that. But basically, the skin functions to protect the internal tissues of the animal, specifically from injury, from infection, and from dehydration. Ang skin din regulates temperature. Kasi for some animals, it allows them to sweat. Okay? And when they sweat, it cools down their body, maintaining homeostasis. Some other appendages na nakadikit sa skin would be your hair, wool, and feathers. And ang hair, wool, and feathers basically acts as insulation and protection against environmental elements. Okay? Nakakatulong yung balahibo ng hayop to regulate body temperature, and it also protect the animal against physical injuries or parasites. Na ito yung mga major external anatomy ng mga farm animals natin. And sabi ko nga sa inyo, don't you worry kasi if you want to dive deep into this discussion, I will be providing a PowerPoint that I obtained from the internet from a veterinary doctor from India. So yun, medyo mas detailed yun, and hindi naman ganun ka-complex yung definitions niya per external anatomy part. Sa sobrang dami lang, I just think it is impractical for me to discuss everything. So I just chose kung ano ba yung mga major, basic, obvious external anatomy of the animal, and yun yung gusto kong i-present sa inyo. But aside from presenting the external anatomy of these farm animals, I would also like to integrate it with its physiological functions. Magtitake ka ba ng licensure exam for agriculturists this year? If yes, I believe my course is for you. Enroll now at Learning Agri with Al modular course by clicking the link below. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Mag-enroll ka na. Samahan kita mag-review. Bye!